What's going on, everybody? It's Childish. We're back at it again, coming at you with another video for Skylanders Ring of Heroes. Today, we're going to be knocking out two birds with one stone, taking a look at the new update that's going to be coming out on the 18th of April, and then also give you guys an update on what my B9 progression is looking like with my Awaken Chill. Now, first and foremost, let's take a look at the content that just got dropped earlier today, the first of which is going to be the Hall of Chaos. So finally, we're going to be able to take on the villain of villains, Chaos. I'm definitely looking forward to checking out. It looks like there's going to be two different dungeons, a standard dungeon, which are going to be able to go in 5 times, and then extreme dungeon, which will be 3 times. And in this dungeon, we're going to have a couple of new things that will be introduced. We will have these cubes that we're going to be able to use to get some portalmaster challenge, which is going to be very exciting. This is something that got hinted during soft launch, and now we're going to have 3-star villain soul stones that we're going to be able to collect. So that's going to be interesting to see how that goes. Now, I ain't going to lie, I'm kind of curious to see what they're going to be doing with the first set of villains. As you guys know, we had a couple of people in our community, most notably Tectone, who really was passionate about what the company is going to do with the current situation when it comes to the villains. So I hope they still make the changes, but I hope that this new villain soul mechanic is not going to basically dwarf the original villains that are currently in the game right now. The cubes that you collect in these dungeons are going to have corresponding elements which allow a boost for attack, defense, and HP of the Skylanders for those elements. So this is like really huge. I'm really excited about it because obviously, guys, you guys already know if you're working on your progression when it comes to the dungeons, it's been quite the ride as far as grinding out those runes day in and day out in order to get yourself a consistent clear. Even now with the dungeons I'm going to be talking about, I'm still not at 100%. So these cubes are going to definitely let me get there with my water and tech Skylanders if I choose to invest in those cubes and the corresponding talents here. So outside of that, guys, we just have a couple of different things. We have some Easter events going on, as well as an arena friendly match point shop event set up here. So if you guys want to go ahead and check that out, I will leave the link in the description down below for all the notes for this upcoming update. It's going to be hitting about April 18th, I believe. So definitely check it out. A lot of stuff to go ahead and read up on. Last but not least, let's go ahead and hit you guys up on that newly awakened chill and how she basically catapulted my progression from a 2-star to an easy 3-star clear. Now, my biggest issue for those that haven't seen me try to do this on stream, essentially I just had that lack of the AoE defense buff that Wham Show naturally gets, so I couldn't mitigate the amount of damage that was coming on for the boss. So once I got that awakening ability, taking my defense buff that only was available for chill, now provided for the entire party, was really nice, because not only could I mitigate the damage, but I was also able to keep that defense up for a very long time. Right now, I'm going to show you guys, or I guess I'll show you at the end of the video, my current stats and my current skill ups. I have a little bit invested into skill 1, which is my defense buff and my focus aggro. So I do have a 3-turn defense buff versus a 2-turn, which I think is what the max skilled Whamsha will be able to give you. Now, I want to stress this as the one thing to focus on if you guys are struggling when it comes to B9. I think you can make an argument for any of the stages, but when it comes to B8 and B9, really close. I think the importance of room quality is without a doubt the #1 thing you got to focus on. I know a lot of people try to push and they see everybody's units and they're like, oh, I got this stat, I got that stat, maybe I can get the job done. But you really have to work on your rune quality and try to improve those stats as much as possible. Like I said before, I'm going to show you the rune quality on my chill, and my chill is probably my best rune unit thus far as all of my Skylanders go. So I personally don't think that you need as much stats as you do to get the clear. She was able to tank out quite a bit. It wasn't as bad as it looked, that you might have seen on the video here. But I will say that my issue with that, like I said, the lack of the AoE defense buff, my boomer or my stealth out at the time wasn't able to stay alive. So with the defense buff, it's not too bad. Now, one thing that I'm currently working on as far as my boomer, my kaboom, I'm making sure that of all the stats that I'm looking for, the typical HP, defense, and attack, I'm also trying to make sure that I can get my effect accuracy right above 90%. Right now, I'm currently running, I think, about 100% effect accuracy on my boomer and kaboom. So, things are looking really good here. But honestly, if you can get into that 85, 90, I'd say 90 plus is probably going to be the way to go. You're going to have more reliable bombs. And those bombs definitely count. If you can't take those out, or if you can't put those bombs on, obviously it's going to slow your runs if you're trying to get the 3-star clear. But most importantly, if you're trying to get that 3-star auto consistent clear, the damage needs to be there on that boss. Otherwise, you're just going to keep on dealing with that counterattack and might possibly get knocked out if he has that attack buff and the crit rate buff up, and you're just unfortunate with like a defense break and you didn't resist it. So outside of that, guys, really not much to it. I know that you probably have seen a ton of videos when it comes to how to clear B Knight. I don't want to get into too much detail, but I just want to say that Awaken Chill definitely can get the job done. And like I said before, I did a lot of testing even prior to getting the Awaken ability. Chill had no problem mitigating the damage. It was my damage healers that just weren't able to take a hit if I didn't have that focus aggro ability on. So that's going to be it, guys. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to put it in the comment section down below. Once again, if I haven't said it enough already, I just want to thank you guys so much for all the support that you've given me this far over the past 5 to 6 weeks. When it comes to content creation, you just starting, splitting it up between 2 or 3 different games, you can kind of see a break in the community as far as what they like, what they don't like. And for all of you that have stuck around, whether you're from Summoners War or from a different game coming around, it really does mean a lot for me. For all of you guys checking in day in and day out for the videos, leaving your comments, providing your feedback, regardless if it's something that you may not have agreed with, it really means the world to me. Thank you so much for your support. Okay, that's gonna be it, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in. It's your boy Childish, ChildishPlays checking out. Take care, and we will see you all in the next one. I'm out.